Hi everyone, this is Sunil here. Hope you're all doing great. And in this session, we'll be talking about how can you open an JDBC connection and execute any SQL that you want in the database. So basically, this is something that we'll be using very frequently in the Informatica MDM. So that's why I created a separate video. And this is for people who don't know anything about how JDBC and how to do that, right? So let's go ahead. So basically this is my Java program, and you can see here step by step what I'm doing here, initializing this particular Java JDBC driver. And this is important, the Oracle driver I must initialize it. The reason is that's the basic theory in Java, you must do it, and then you must make a connection to the Java. So I am initializing it. I am giving this is my total link. You can see here, this is my IP address where my database is installed, 1521, then ORCL, this is my database, ORS test, and this is my password. Okay, and I have hard-coded all these values. You might want to encrypt, you can also do that. You can also parameterize it, you can do a lot of things. Okay, and then finally what I'm doing is I'm creating a statement here. This is my statement. I'm just calling a I'm calling a procedure. You can see here, this is my procedure. If I go here in the database, this is what it does. Basically it's just a simple dummy procedure. It's printing something. It has two variables, you can see here, part1, part2, and it's a function. This is an in, this is out, and this is because since this is a function, we also have a return variable, right? So we have a lot of things here, and it's just printing some information, right? That's what it is doing. I'm just testing the user exit feature, or maybe whatever it is you want to type, you can type that. And when I go back here, I can see this, that yeah, so now the important thing is I have 1, 2, so two question marks you can see here, and I do have another thing, but that's not a question mark, that's a return variable. So my first part, the first thing, that is this first index, is basically my return port. So I have to initialize my return port. I mean, I have to mention the data type of my return port, and that is actually varchar. Because why varchar? Because if I go to the code and I check it, I am sending varchar. This is varchar, right? I am returning a varchar here. And similarly, the second thing, set string, is input value, and this is nothing but, let's say it is Sunil. If I change it, and it's the value that I'm passing to this, that is if you go here and if you check it, then this is the value that I'm passing. I'm talking about this now, right? P palm1. So this is what is here, and the third one is definitely the out thing that we are passing. And then this is it, where I am calling my I'm executing this particular thing in the databases. I open the connection, I'm initializing, I am executing this particular SQL, and then you can see here I am getting the result. What is the result? Because this is my return port and this is my my output port. I'm getting that, and finally I'm closing it off. I'm closing the database JDBC connection. So you gotta, I mean, if you want to do something, then you must open it. And for example, let's say if you want to cook something, right, then you first turn on the fire, open your gas stove, give fire, then you cook it, and after the cooking is done, you must turn it off. Otherwise, uh, I mean, you can understand what's going to happen. So, and then finally I'm printing the values, right? So this is the program. And the libraries, there are certain libraries that are mandatory. You must have JDBC library. Okay, JDBC library, you must go and download it from internet. For example, you can either download it from internet, or you might find it if you have Oracle installed, then JDBC drivers, you can go ahead, okay, and download it from the Google internet site, right? So there are multiple ways of doing it. And yeah, I think I already have it. I'll just show you how it looks like, right? So yeah, this is what it looks like, OJDBC6. This is the most latest one that I've downloaded, right? And that's pretty much it. And let me run this and let's see what happens. So let me run it, and yeah, here I go. I'm just testing the user exit feature, and the value entered for palm1 is Sunil, right? So I'm passing Sunil, and I am passing it to the procedure and getting a value back from that, right? That's what I'm doing. You can literally run anything. You can run a procedure and a function, anything. The only difference is in case of a procedure you need this, right? And in case of a function, sorry, in case of a function, sorry, sorry for that. In case of a function, you need this. You need to set the return port. But if you are trying to run a procedure, you don't need this, right? You don't need this. Just you need to send all the variables that are in this bracket, that is in I then out or in out variables, right? And that's pretty much it. For this program, you can find this program either in the internet or you can check it from my website, right? Thanks guys, thanks for your patience. If you have any doubts, you can ask me later. You can send me a chat message or you can contact me. There are multiple ways of doing it, right? Thanks guys, thank you very much for your patience, and check out my other videos. Thanks.